Hey everybody, Nick with the Bass Hookup, and we're back out on the local ponds today. Really, we've fallen into wintertime pretty fast. It went from summer, it feels like, to winter. We had about a month of fall weather. The water temperatures are definitely dropping. Lakes are turned over. Stuff's happening. Topwater bites shut down. Fish are getting a little bit tougher to catch. So I just wanted to come out here and see how many we could catch today. And I brought just two baits with me, a jerk bait, a mega bass, 110 plus one, and then a new first gen jaw dropper underspin with me. So underspin, jerk bait, we're gonna switch it up on the underspin, maybe go paddle tail, go straight tail minnow, go out deep. We're gonna fish these shallow weeds right here with the jerk bait and just see how many we could catch. Let's see how slow this bite's actually gotten. And this lake is way down. You can see I have the golf cart back here, and the water level should be like way up here. So the lake's probably, I'd say, a good 50 feet down from normal pool. The launch ramp's out of water, so I can't even launch there. I had to launch in the mud, get a little bit dirty, but that's what we got to do to catch these fish in the wintertime. Water temp's about 56 degrees, so definitely cooling off. It's actually not as clear. I think from the weeds dying, the water's got a little bit of a little stain to it. It's not as clear as it is in the summertime, that's for sure. So let's get out here, see if we catch these fish. Oh, and if you're new to the channel, we give away half our YouTube income every single month. All you have to do is subscribe, leave a comment on one of this month's videos or whatever month's videos you subscribe. And the beginning of the month, the first video of the month, I do that giveaway. So make sure you watch that video. You don't want to miss the giveaway. We've given it away now to a bunch of people, dozens of people now on the giveaway. So keep the channel growing, and we keep you guys involved and getting you guys money, getting back to you. So thanks for watching. Let's get out here and see if we can catch some of these bass and maybe target some big ones out here in the middle. There are big double digits out here, and I haven't caught one in a long time. Maybe today's the day. All right, get the camera set up here. Just set up, ready to go. Like always, we are not out here early in the morning. I don't think you need to be out here in the morning during this time of year. It's really better to get out in the afternoon. So we're just going to come out here and start off with our jerk bait. Fire it around. I've had a lot of luck on this thing out here this time of year. Seems like they can't resist it, but you gotta work it slow. You don't want to be jerking it like this all the way back in, or even like this. Really let it sit. And you'll notice through the video on the jerk bait, I will just let it sit, and that's when you're gonna get every one of your bites. I might pop it 2 little pops, not too hard, sometimes even get tight, and just twitch that thing like you're twitching a drop shot, like that. Let it sit. I have one. Weed. That's how we're gonna work it. Real slow and patient. I'm gonna crank it down when it hits the water. Little jerk. Just let it sit. And I don't want too much slack line. I think I see people, you know, working it in and twitching it and then leaving all that slack line. I want to keep it to where I have just a bow in my line. So a lot of times if that fish bites it, even though my line is slack and I'm not moving the bait, I could still feel the bite, or I could see the bite. If I have tons of line like that, there's no way you're going to know if you got bit. So bad example, how you don't want to work it is like this, and then you see all that slack line right here and just sitting there like that. You will never know if you got bit. How you want to do it is you make your cast, reel it down, get it down to that depth. Otherwise it's going to stay up real high in the water column for a long time. Little jerks, and then see, I'm slowly reeling to keep my line bowed. Not all the way tight, but just a bow in it like that. I'm trying to keep up with that bait. That way, if one eats it right now, I'm going to detect it a lot sooner and better than if my line was all curled up and just I had 5 foot of slack. I keep my line semi-tight like that. And again, one important thing, you don't want it tight. You don't want to be moving that bait. It's very important that bait does its own thing and just suspends there on its own. You don't want to be moving it. So when I say tight, I'm just meaning you just have the right amount of line to detect a bite, yet not too much line out where you can't see a bite at all. So you'll see every time I use a jerkbait, I always am reeling in the slack, especially as I'm moving along the bank. I'm going towards that bait. It's creating slack. I want to be picking up that slack with my reel as I move along and just working this thing real slow, almost like a worm, just working it real slow. And a lot of times I will work it all the way back to the boat, because a lot of times I get bit right here. They follow it all the way in, decide to want to eat it right there. Oh, there's one. I don't know if you guys saw that line pop, but because I was reeling and keeping that line kind of tight, nice one too, I saw that bite. I saw my line pop. I didn't feel it. I just saw that fish come up, suck that bait in, and boom, caught him. And then these trebles on these mega bass, a lot of them I switch them out, especially in tournament situations, but they're real sticky if you use the stock ones, but they're very, very weak, so they will bend on you. So I keep my drag pretty loose, and I'm throwing on 17-pound line, which is kind of heavy. But in the Delta, I mean, that's all I'm throwing it on is 17-pound line. Fluorocarbon helps get it down there too. I don't want to rip this fish's fin. Nice first one right there though. Did not take long, probably 3 minutes. All right, cast back out there with the jerk bait, working it nice and slow again. Like I said, I'm not letting too much slack. I see a lot of people with way too much slack in between pauses. You might got bit and swiped that, and that fish didn't eat it, and then you go to reel it in because you don't think anything's out there. I keep that line as tight as I think I could get it without moving the bait. Just let it sit. Again, every time you're going to get bit, it's going to be on the pause. Every once in a while, oh, I got one. Oh, shoot. Had one right there. Oh, shoot. I think that might have been we. Every once in a while, what I was going to say before that fish interrupted me is that I will pull it. I will just pull it to see if it's still running clean, especially if I'm throwing around weeds like this. And a jerkbait's a really good bait, even in the Delta. In the wintertime, you can use this deep diving one for outer weed edges or deeper water. Or a lot of those fish stay shallow, and you could use a regular standard diving jerkbait that goes, you know, 2 to 4 feet to fish up in the toolies. Don't be afraid to throw it up in those pockets of the toolies and just give it a couple twitches and just let it sit. Just let it sit. They'll come up and eat it. And I've had really good success doing that in the Delta, especially with some of the larger, the regular size pointer 100s, just some of the bulkier jerk baits in the wintertime, throwing it up shallow. So if you're a Delta guy and you haven't tried that yet, I would definitely give that a try, because it works. It works. You got to go slow. You cannot expect too many bites either. It is wintertime, guys, so you're not going to catch, oh, there's one. You're not going to get too many bites. I just got that fish right here. T-boned it. So fish number 2. Again, it's winter time. I want to catch numbers. It is a great time. I mean, it's not full out winter. Don't get me wrong. It's not December or January and the water's in the 40s. But right now is a great time to catch a big one. So I will go out and see. I mean, I might catch one doing this, but probably a low likelihood of it. But I am going to go out deeper, see if there's one sitting out there in a while. Just look for some big marks. Right now there's a weed line going along the bank right here, and it drops off pretty much. I could see the weeds come off the bank about 10 feet, and then right at the edge of that it drops off pretty good, a couple feet, 2, 3, 4 feet. And there's still, even though it's cold, there's still fish cruising up there. Ooh, it looks like there's a big one right out here in front of us. Let's see if I can't catch it. Oh, I thought I looked at it. Oh yeah, it's coming up to look at it. Oh, there it is. Oh, he came off. Shoot. Looked like a good one too. Gotta love it. Hadn't been using the forward facing at all to see if I could spot any fish. I mean, don't need to. Just going along the bank. You can pretty much cast out anywhere because it's all big weed flat, but looked down and saw that one. Again, that bait had to be sitting there. I could see the fish come up to look at it, and that bait had to just be sitting there. Just sitting there dead still, and it came up real slow and ate it. See a big one out here deep. Let's see if we could get it. The old underspin. The baby's E2. These guys right here are this cool little underspin right here. We're coming out with these. First Gen's coming out with these very soon. And there's a couple things with them, right? We use the jaw dropper head. A lot of people are gonna say, why'd you do that? The regular head looks so good. Yeah, okay, it does look good, but the jaw dropper head does a few things. This lip right here is going to stop you from getting a lot of snags you would normally get with other underspins where you get in those rocks. This thing deflects off the rocks very well. The other thing is you still get that jaw dropper action, the left to right action with it. And with a minnow bait like this, you could use it just like you would a ball head minnow, twitch it, and it gives it that rolling action and some swaying left to right action. So that's why. But we're coming out with these. They're going to be coming out just in a few months, and they're only gonna be $6.99 for a 2-pack. So great price. That, you know, we think that's a great price. A lot of them that we looked at are $6.99 for one single underspin. We're gonna give you guys 2 high quality underspins that work great, have some different functionality than the others, and at a way cheaper price. So $6.99 for 2, guys. I don't know if you could beat that. That's a great deal for underspins. Oh, I had one already. Oh man, feels like a good one. Just different on the feel on the spinning rod and 6-pound line. Again, just with a bait. Oh, it is a good one. It is a good one. Real good one. Just as I was talking about it, I was using it on the bottom, actually, just hopping it along, a lot like I do with the jaw dropper. Oh man, this is a nice one. Oh dude, this is the biggest one I've caught out here in a long time. Oh my gosh. This is a nice fish. Probably 5-6 pounds. Come on, baby. Oh. Oh. Come on, baby. Oh my gosh. Dang. It's fighting so hard. Oh my gosh. Fighting so hard. See what I said? Oh my god, there's like 100 of them down there too right here. Schooled up. I should wait for Jeremy to get in the boat just so he could. No, I shouldn't. Oh my gosh, this dude's big right here. Big old head. Come on. Come on, baby. Oh, barely hooked. Oh, there it is. Oh gosh. Darn it. Barely hooked. Barely hooked on the thick old lip. Dang it. There's a whole bunch of them right here though. Let me cast back out there on them. Jeez. That was a fun fight though. Fun fight. I wish I could have got him in. That was a good one. Oh my gosh. Look at them all. Look at them all in there. They're all coming up to check it out. Let's see. I could get one. I should check my drag. Oh, oh. Dude, is that another giant? It feels big, but it feels, it's another good one. Jaw dropper underspin. Last one I have in the boat too. I really don't want to. Dang it, they are all good ones out here. This one's like half the size of the last one, but it's still a 3-pounder. Here we go. Got him inside the mouth. Nice, healthy fish right there. Catch them in the wintertime. That's that bait right there with a little baby Z2 on the back. I don't even know what color that is, but these come in sizes down to 1/8, so little head, ball bearing swivel, high quality stuff on there. But again, you get that side to side action. You could work it on the bottom. It just works. Oh, Jeremy's here. I launched right there and the school of fish is sitting right here, so I'll pick them up and then try to go to school on this. Go to school on the school of fish here. Dude, I laid my own rock. I laid my own rocks out right there so I could get in and out. Actually, this is where he launches. Really? In the wintertime, yeah. You could, that's his tracks right there from his truck. But just to make sure I could get in and out, dude, I put some rocks there. Yeah. Yeah, there's like 20 of them sitting right out here. I should retie after catching this line around this 6-pound Tesla. Yeah, the one that I lost was the biggest one I've hooked out here in a long time.
Really? Right at the boat, huh?
Yeah, it took me like 5 minutes to fight it. Thing was fighting hell hard. Kept on pill and drag, going back to the bottom. You could tell, I could tell as soon as I hooked it, it was a different, different type of fish than the little regular 2 to 3 pounders. Didn't you catch them last couple times we came out here? You caught some.
But I've never had a day where I felt like, I don't know, where it showed me that that's the best thing in my box.
Yeah.
I just don't have confidence.
They're all good ones. They're all like, I mean, this is a smaller one that I've caught today. It's like a 2-pounder.
I caught one of those fish that come in yesterday that's like a zombie.
Oh, you did?
Absolutely
Yeah.
paper thin.
Yeah.
Didn't even know I had a fish on it first. 17-inch fish, but it was just like dead. It looked like a fish that was on the bank.
Yeah. There's so many of them out here. Just get outside the weed line. All good ones too. I catch them. You got your Senko on a drop shot?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you catch them on there. Bigger one than the last one. He swallowed it. It's too easy. That's not. They're healthy though, at least. It's freaking fat. Been eating something. Well, there's tons of bait in this lake now. Tons of baby bluegill too. On top of all those blackfish. All my like top water, anything I'm, you know, you're jerking it like that.
Yeah. Like popper and stuff. You're right.
There's a bunch down. I mean, they're crawling around down there like ants. Looking for another big one though. A 6-pounder, 6-7 pounder. Oh, there's one. Didn't take long. It was stuck in the weeds. Yeah. Good one. All healthy. A lot healthier than Clementia. Oh, don't do that.
A little tiny, like 12-inch fish I caught were healthy as could be. But the one 17-inch fish I caught.
Got one too. There you go. Nice one too.
Drags loose.
It's all right. Probably needs to be on those hooks because those things are these. Dude, that's a nice one. Bigger one than I just caught for sure. Got one. There you go. Oh yeah, nice.
About the same, but
Careful with them hooks. No, he's big. He's fat, man. Man, be careful. He didn't have a chance to fight, so he's gonna be.
It was a fish the first time. I thought it was grass, and I think he just tagged it.
That's a thick. That one. Let's see. Yeah. Guy's thick. It's so shallow up there. Would that fish eat a topwater?
I know.
Oh, I got one. That. Oh, you got one too? Double up? Nice.
That one's crazy. Hit it on the paws. I wouldn't do anything.
Quick release. These are heavy. It's coming out of the.
Oh, dude, that's a nice one.
It's coming out of the weed. I think your last one was fatter.
The other guy's fish always looks bigger. At least for me.
Went back. Live crawdads. Put his GoPro down there and everything, man, and
it didn't work.
Couldn't catch one.
Huh. I read about that guy, old timer in San Diego, that was known for catching double-digit fish.
Oh, wow.
Always did nothing but live crawdads. It was a cool old video, like an old TV show of him taking out some people.
I think it might be good. And like Greg, he was just putting them down there. I think it'd be better if you like cut their claws off. You know, that's a good one right here too. It's a long one. Yeah. Yeah, barely hooked. I'd almost rather them just come off. Hooked in the bottom of the jaw. I'm gonna try to get them to come off. When you want them to come off, they don't. Oh, he's not coming off. He's got...
The 2 out of the 3 I've caught were both hooked outside the mouth.
Yeah, they just come up and swat it. And on the underside of the mouth. Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
It's fat.
That's a 19 inch.
He's heavy. Yeah, these mega bass hooks are so weak. Sticky, but yeah, you could probably just throw a jerkbait the whole time and catch 2 dozen of these. Seems like they're all right out here. We got like 4 of them right out here.
The only place I caught a fish.
That one? Oh yeah, nice one. It's funny, I just had one right there too. Been a couple together.
First small one I've seen. Bigger than anything I caught at Clemente yesterday.
Oh, I got another one. Dude, they all sit right out here in front of this. It's weird.
Oh, not again. Come on.
Like, you ever watch it? I asked them, you ever watch this on TV, dude? Like, in between points, people will go, I got one right. I'm like, in between points, people, you know, get a towel, wipe their face off.
Talk.
I'm like, you're running. You're like, not giving me, oh, dang, jumps.
Better than I am, and he just wants to destroy me. He's like, so in fact, Matt said he played with you. He's like, I like playing with Nick. Nick's better than me, but he plays like, he'll tone it down and play.
Yeah,
that's
a nice one. Yeah.
Kennedy played against him, and then he's like, let's switch it up, and I'm just like, what do you mean switch it up, man?
Yeah, you're all, I don't.
Heads up, like, you want me to go 2-on-1 and get you guys down? That's not gonna happen.
You're like, I don't want to do that.
I'm out of gas with a partner.
Yeah. Pulling harder. Dang, heavy though. That's not a very big one. He's like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Another one. Crushing them out here now. Same school I was catching, had that 6-pounder in right before you got here. See, this thing feels, I feel so much bigger on a spinning rod. So when you go from the bait caster with 17-pound line to 6-pound line, man, it's nice fish. Fat. Swallowed it. That one's been caught before. I mean, a lot of them, I don't see any, you know, blemishes on their mouth or anything. That one's been caught.
Yeah.
Fat though.